welcome to season 2 of DGRN Podcast. I am alone in our new studio. As you can see, we have a little couch, we got some books, new desk set up and everything. Um, Currently in Nashville Fairgrounds right now. Did some little testing with some labs and stuff. Had a little bit of fun. But yeah, season 2, we had a long season last season. This will be a little shorter. Podcast will be shorter overall, as I'm the only one here. Everyone else is kind of doing their own thing. Everyone else, I mean Monkey, he's kind of busy. So I'm just here, living the dream. Living, vibing, what have you. Just having a good time. We'll say that. But yeah, I guess for this first podcast, I'll talk about some of the stuff from last season because that was sort of important. Sharing with champions, I guess. XLT won the Wrangler Truck Series Championship. Very interesting race, interesting way to do it. Congrats, he is a 2-time champion now, which is kind of wild to say, considering like there's not a lot of like 2-time champions in DGRN, at least in like the same series. If I think I'm right, like out of like every series ever done, I think only like 4 people have won 2 championships in the same series. Myself with like 5. Then you have Windows with his 2 in Cup Series. Actually, that's never mind. 5, I think, because Vietnica won 2 in Bush. Rainbow won 2 in Bush, and now XLT won 2 in Bush, which is like, it's very weird having all that elite names and stuff. Rainbow, Windows, Nico, Beats Nico anyway, and myself, and you have XLT. It's almost unsettling, scary almost, but there he goes. He did it. It was big for him for sure, really really big. And Bush, David Decker won Bush Series Championship. That race was also very interesting. Again, just contenders just being taken out somewhat early, and he was just able just to almost walk away with it. He was one of the best, if not the best, that day. Especially on the long run, he was really really good. So big congrats to him. That's his first Bush Championship. Really really cool. And then Monkey Got Hops won the Cup Series title. Obviously, my podcast partner's not here to celebrate immediately, but sometimes that type of thing happens. It be like that. Sometimes it just be like that, Okay, he also had to go against Silent Volcano and HP, and Monkey and Silent like came across the line in a photo finish for the championship, which I thought was really really cool. Hell yeah, really nice. Bigger news other than like all that stuff for this season anyway. Truck Series is no more. It is gone. And it wasn't because it's funny because a lot of people say like after season 10 Truck Series have never been the same, and yes, that is very true. And both times from season 10 onward or season 11 onward, it's been XLT winning the championship both times, which I think is kind of funny. But I don't think it's more of him. It's more of just the series just kind of fell apart in a way. I mean, the Truck Series had a really cool championship, but it kind of just fell apart after season. So is what it is. Um, Trucks is gone. Cup and Bush are still around. There's a bigger field now. Um, I'm not gonna run through all the drivers today. I think I'll wait that for the second podcast with Monkey to run through all the changes and stuff. But there's been some people moved around. Some prizers in Cup, and Bush as well. But all in good faith. Hopefully they all do fairly well. At least that's the hope anyway. We just had the Rolex and the DG Heart of the Dirt. Kaiden, who is I think outside right now. I guess I can let him in at some point. Just won that, so he'll be in the studio. He's kind of just here doing his own little thing. And for the Rolex 24, we had 3 winners. We had 3 classes this time around instead of just 2. Obviously, the DPIs were faster, so overall, they were cooler. And Charles won DPI, Tony won P1, and Cole won the GT class. That's the big thing here. So, congratulations to all those guys. Obviously, the races were wildly different from each other, but hey, things happen. And you have Kaiden again, won DG Heart of the Dirt at Heartland Motorsports Park. We haven't been there since 2021 for Cup, when they ran the road course back there. So cool to be back there and have a fun little race happen. I think that was really cool. All right, big thing here as well. What I can tell you is how many cars are in so far as of January 13th. How many cars are in each series thus far? So far we have about 15 full-time cars for Cup, which is I think slightly more than it was last season, and 18. Actually, no. When I look at it, I think that'd be 16 full-time cars for Bush, so slightly lower than last season. Well, actually, more like 15. There was a little incident with one of those people. More on that a little later. Obviously, signings are not done yet. So there's still some people that will need to get signed until we get a full, bigger picture of okay, here's where people are, and what series and all of that fun stuff. But there's definitely a lot of changes. Again, I'll run through those with Monkey in podcast number 2. Cup series. I think this is going to be the biggest point I probably make in the podcast, since this is kind of unknown information somewhat. So far for Cup, we have 32 entries, and that's been the standard entry number for 2 seasons in a row. So this is not necessarily a new thing that we've had 32 cars try to enter. It's just how many cars are going to be allowed in. And I'm here to say it's going to be either 12 or 10. And I'll find out what number fits better, but I'm leaning more towards 12. But there'll be a more official announcement on that probably sometime either this week or next. So that's what you can expect for the 500. Will be a 12 car field, probably. And the way the 500 is going to work, obviously some people know, but for new viewers that don't know how the 500 works, I'll explain it to you. So on I believe it's the 31st, we have Daytona 500 qualifying. Every car qualifies. Hooray. The top 2 in qualifying uh, start on the front row. Obviously, fastest car gets pole and whatnot. That's all fun and games. Um, the rest of the field can participate in the Old Spice duels. Duel 1 will decide the inside row, and Duel 2 will decide the outside row. So if you win Duel 1, you'd be third. If you win Duel 2, you'd be fourth. So that's essentially what you're fighting for. I cannot stress this enough when I say this. Every car for the 500 is an open car, meaning no one is safe. You can be full-time in Cup and miss the 500. I think that is the most... It can be the most fun and the most annoying part of Speed Weeks for sure. Because no Cup guy is guaranteed that they're going to make the 500. Not a single one. And the fact that there will probably be either 10 or 12 spots open is going to make the duels and qualifying extremely, extremely important. So I'm very curious to see how that will shake out and play out as we progress here. Other than that, I mean, there's still some drivers that haven't declared they were making the 500 or not. So I guess we'll see when and if. And there's still some free agents out on the market for team owners to decide if they want to sign people. But it looks like to me like the first 3 days. First 3 days, I like being interrupted. The first 3 days were signing period, and then any time after that was kind of pick up the stragglers. Oh, speaking of, I guess I'll take a brief mention on this. So there's this guy named Braden, big player in the Truck Series finale. He was in contention for the championship. He got timed out because he was kind of being a little bit of a nuisance, and now he's gone. He was planned to drive the 84 for, I believe, I think it's a new team. I'm gonna blank on the name. Green Lakes Racing. That's what I mean. Green Lakes Racing. That's YM Carson's team in Bush. The 84 Chevy. That's not really happening anymore. It seems like. He is he's out of here. Obviously, he can return. It's not like he's necessarily banned forever. But it's interesting. For sure. Very interesting that he decided to go down that route. So we'll see what happens if he decides to come back, or he decides to just kind of do his own little thing. And I don't know. Maybe come back at a certain point or not. But as of right now, that 84 car is kind of is open for the taking, I guess, or at least Ryan Carson has a spot open, 2 spots technically. And that is about almost it in terms of news and stuff I want to cover. Quickly, I'm just gonna interview Kaiden since you're here now. You won DG Heart of the Dirt, right? And you had this. What was your expectation coming into the race anyway? Because I know things kind of were set up a little bit late, but you just kind of did qualifying, went on the racetrack, go. What was the expectation, I guess?
Well, for the race as a whole, chaotic, and I was right.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it was certainly very chaotic. I'd say there was good racing when there was green flag racing. It was really fun to watch. Was it fun to drive anyway when you're out there?
I'd say so, yeah.
Because it seemed like it. You can really battle at the top it seemed like the top two, it was just battling mostly if they were near each other, and then like fourth on back was just kind of a slugfest. Um, but yeah, you had to battle. I think it was Liv and someone else. I think maybe Invixie Zach up there as well for like a split second before he died. Um, were you like nervous at all? I know you had like bathwater on the line, so I know the nerves probably kicked up a little bit.
It was the worst bathwater of my life.
Did you taste it?
Nah,
So you just what did you do with it?
I gave it to Lark.
Oh, you just gave it back. Okay.
Hey man.
You know, I can respect that. Sometimes the trophy or the prize you get is just not it's not desirable at all.
I should have gotten like a singular letter, like a grade, a grade.
Grade letter. You get A plus.
I think next time we should do like I think we should like have like an actual like skill cap so we don't have people yeah.
Oh, for sure. I think the 500 it technically will have a skill. Well, technically, it's a super speedway. Technically,
Yeah.
can have a skill cap. Um, I guess we'll see how all of that will go along. But now you're driving 86 in Cup. Your first ever season in Cup now. You've been here technically 2 years, 2021 and this past year.
Well, 4 years.
Well, yeah, 4 years technically if you're counting, I guess.
I hit puberty and then grew a mustache in that time.
Yeah, so this is your first season, obviously, driving Cup and whatnot, and you have a pretty, I mean, as of I'm looking at this, like, entry list or just the people who are going to drive, it looks pretty stacked. Do you feel, like, nervous at all or uneasy about heading into this season?
Not really.
Then what is your approach then?
I think since it's like the same setup, it's really determinant on how good you are and not the setup. So like it's kind of there, I guess.
I see, that makes sense. Um, you have, I mean, you have some guys from last season for sure. You have David that you battled, HP Wyatt, I guess Charles, I guess. Since
My
he's been to
goat.
a couple races, so you have some familiar faces. You have Silent, you have Marshall, which you haven't raced.
Who is
Monkey.
Marshall?
He ran in season 9 trucks and got 9 wins.
Oh joy.
Rainbow.
I've not seen this guy ever. What happened to him?
He had work stuff happen, so he was not able to play afterwards.
Old.
But hey, he's in Cup now, so that's big. You have Lark and Windows returning full time as well,
Troops.
which I did not see coming.
I think it'd be cool.
There's a lot of people.
I think it'd be cool if you gave Lark 25,000 part-time starts in Cup.
So, what would that mean? Exactly.
You know how like you give part-time drivers cars for Cup?
Oh, I mean,
That's what, you just give him a car and then he's cool. But make it 1 mile an hour slower.
Oh, wow. This dude has like a broken car.
Underfunded dream, dude.
The underfunded dream team, man. I don't know.
What number did that guy plan to run anyways?
You think he planned to run 80 something? not sure. I think it was 81 or 84. I'm not sure. But now he's the 71. He's Donnie Leah, as he says. He's going
He's
to
him.
tear it up. Maybe. Tear it up as in either be good or tear it up as in, like, die.
Probably both.
You know? Sometimes it just be like that.
Yeah. We also have CRD back.
Oh, yeah, he's back in the server. I'm not sure if he's going to get signed, but he's here.
I think it'd be really funny if he got signed to Cup.
Hell no, that's not happening.
Oh man, I remember Darlington season 7. Oh joy, we
God.
killed that guy.
Ray Capone was so upset.
Very mad.
He is very.
Dude, furious. Phineas.
Phineas.
He has the devilish apparitions.
The devilish apparitions.
Why did you get on the Bush series role, man? What happened to him?
He's actually just Bush now. That's what it is.
God bless our troops.
God bless United. Just the United.
I gotta check this evil spreadsheet.
Other than that, I think that's about like all for this podcast. I mean, a shorter one for sure. But again, we'll run through a lot more detailed stuff in the next one, and hopefully by that point, the picture for what everyone who goes where becomes more clear as we head towards the 500. Just as a reminder, entries or people that are vowing to get into the 500, that ends on January 20th. So after
Oh my God, we have
cannot
32
enter.
drivers.
And someone else actually just, now I'm looking back at it, someone just said they vowed for it. I'm not sure this is just someone I already had on the spread, or if I'm just dumb or something. But I'm going to quickly check. I think it was someone I already put on there. At least I'm pretty sure. If not, then, that's cool, but... Oh, it was Lincoln. Okay, so Lincoln...
Oh, wait.
I don't think he's signed. But he can enter, so that makes her 33rd entry. Breaking news, I guess.
There's no way. Curse is running the number 2 like he did in season 7 trucks. I'm PTSD.
PTSD. It's like
I got turned by that guy. I think at like Atlanta and died. I think or something.
Well, he's back.
I am frightened. You better give him a MSI and cup sponsor.
We'll see if that happens.
You know.
Yeah, that'll be it for us. DGRN Podcast Season 2. Obviously, this setup is going to be used a lot more. We'll have a lot more fun with it. It might be on like a 2-week basis. Who knows? We'll do it when we can. And that's how we've always done it. So thank you, Kaiden, for joining me and speaking about your experience about stuff.
Cursed PTSD.
Oh yeah.
Every time I see him, frightened. Shiver me timbers, if you will.
All right. Well, we will see y'all when we see y'all. Good night and goodbye.